Hello ladies and gentlemen cars, welcome back to our F125 My Team career. Last time in China went pretty well. Lewis Hamilton had a spin during the sprint, causing a massive pileup, and we were able to score a P5 finish, getting us 4 points in the standings. As for how the Chinese race went, nothing of importance happened, we don't need to talk about it. As for how the standings go, Lando Norris leads Lewis Hamilton by 16 points, and Yuki Tsunoda and Max Verstappen are tied for P3 with 29 points, and Charles Leclerc is 1 point behind in P5. But looking at constructors, we are currently P7 with 4 points to our team. But of course, Paul Aron has 0 points so far. So does Jack Doohan, Hulkenberg, Lawson Stroll, and Oliver Behrman. As for the car, I actually changed the color of it. I changed the black to match the carbon fiber color a bit more, and also changed the placement of a few of the sponsors. That's enough yapping, let's get on to the Japanese Grand Prix. Last time we played as Franco Colapinto, so this time we're going to be playing as Paul Aron.
Suzuka is an old-school favourite, an old seat of motorsport and a place where so many champions have been crowned. Let's get the weekend started then. It's practice in Japan.
Alright, here we go then. First practice session in Japan. I touched on it a bit in the Chinese vid, but I consider Japan to probably be my worst track on the calendar. It's just something about Sector 1 that my brain does not align with. And we're probably going to be able to see that here in a minute. But it's just the Suzuka S's I just can never get right. Even with the racing line, I always seem to struggle through them. And we're already messing up the practice program. Although these gates do help a lot. Oh, turn. Alright, there we go. Okay, somehow we got mostly purples through the Suzuka S's, except for turn 2 there, and that is the gravel. Very nice job. So already looking pretty strong for the weekend. Here we go, final practice program. Just try not to hit Bortoletto or Albon. Oh my goodness. Absolute chaos. But now we're stuck behind the dirty air of Franco Colapinto. I'm losing so much time for the Delta when I'm stuck behind him. This is an amazing first lap for race strategy. Oh, I'm 8/10ths down. Alright, here we go. Attempt number 2. We're going to be ignoring that first lap as we go and start lap number 2, and I fear that I'm a bit too close to Colapinto yet again. We got 2 development boosts though, that's good. Yep, we're gonna catch up to Colapinto yet again, I fear. Yes, we are. Gosh dang it. Go! Go! Colapinto, go! Go! What are you doing? Gosh dang it. Okay, I'm going back to garage, man.
This is a circuit where sometimes you see something truly exceptional behind the wheel. We've seen it from Vettel, we've seen it from Verstappen. It is a remarkable place to watch a car at speed. Welcome to Suzuka. We're qualifying for the Japanese Grand Prix.
Alright, then here we go for our first lap in qualifying. As I said earlier, this is my worst track, so I'm expecting to get another P22, P21 qualifying for the team. But hopefully we can get something good here. And I'm going to be struggling through Sector 1 yet again. Most likely, probably. Already messing up, riding that curve a bit too much. Okay, we survived Sector 1 pretty good. Oh, Yuki Tsunoda sets the fastest lap in his home race. In Q1 for his home race. Alright, out of the chicane we go. Where do we place? We're ahead of Albon in P6. That's actually pretty good. Alright, second lap. We're in the elimination zone, down in P18. Hopefully we can get out of it and get on to Q2. But again, it's Suzuka. Don't think it's gonna happen. But out of turn 2, we're up by 6/10. Alright, Sector 1 went pretty well. We were up by 5/10, but I had an absolute shit corner. Now we're down up by 4/10. And now it's going back down. No, stop going down. Stop going down. Go back up. Thank you. No, I absolutely messed up that corner. No, it's going down. And qualifying is complete. I don't think that we're improving. We're up by 2/10, almost 3. And I think we're P17? At P17, we're out for the 3rd time this season. We are out in Q1. I think that could have gone better, but Yuki Tsunoda sets the pace in P1. And then out in Q1 is myself, our teammate Franco Colapinto, Liam Lawson, Lance Stroll, Alexander Albon, and Jack Doohan. But anyways, that's qualifying. Let's go to the race.
This is legendary Suzuka with a long and storied history dating right back to 1987. There is more history to be written here today. Welcome to the Japanese Grand Prix. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Piastri, Leclerc, Yuki Tsunoda and Hamilton, Russell, Ocon, Alonso and Andrea Kimi Antonelli, Sainz, Gasly, Nico Hülkenberg, Bortoletto, Behrman, Hadjar, Paul Aron and Franco Colapinto, Lawson, Stroll, Albon and Jack Doohan. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? We welcome to the commentary box Anthony Davidson. I'm Alex Jakes. We're both looking forward to a really intriguing race today. Now, those final hours before a race, did you have a routine?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
This is not going to be an easy race from this position, but just give it your best shot.
Alright, then we weren't as lucky as we were in Australia. Even though we're starting in the same position, there weren't any grid penalties to bump us up a bit, so we are starting from P17. And this will not be a one-stop, so we are going to be stopping twice. What are other people doing? Other people... No, that's... I hate this controller drift so much. I need a new controller. Alright, some people are starting on hards. I think we... Let's switch to softs. Let's go softs, and then switch to mediums, and then finish it off on softs again. I think that'll work. Just so we can get a few positions off the start. But here we go. Alright, and it's lights out, and away we go from Japanese Grand Prix. We got a good jump on Isaac Hajar. And we're not going to be able to make any moves on to the first corner. Behrman goes off, and we do as well. Gasly, Bortoletto, and Behrman went 3 wide through turn 1, and Behrman went off. And I sort of just followed him through on it. And also went off with him, but no moves made into turn 1. I'm absolutely terrified of Sector 1 through these S's. So much movement happening ahead. Behrman and Hajar going 2 wide through these corners. Behrman gets the better of him. Oh my goodness. I broke way too late, and we made up a move on Isaac Hajar to the inside in the hairpin. We're going to use some battery and also get the better of Behrman as well. Alright, well, we're up to P5. P5? What? P15. We're up to P15. So far, a pretty good start. But there's a long ways away until we can get any hint of points. As we exit the final chicane, Max Verstappen leads by a massive margin. Oh my goodness, what happened? What happened on lap 1 that he's so far ahead? There's more fighting into turn 1. That's Antonelli, and I think it's Ocon. As Behrman has another look around our inside there on turn 2. I had an absolutely horrid exit. We should keep getting good exits out of the hairpin there. I'm gonna try and stick it around the outside of Gasly here, use a bunch of battery, and we're up to P14. Except we're not up to P14, as here comes Gasly and Behrman on our inside of 130R. Somebody's hanging around the inside of us, that's Gasly. He hung it around the inside of us through 130R, that's... going 2 wide through there is insane.
We're approaching the pit window, and you're going to be on mediums.
Well, there goes Pierre Gasly with the DRS. And I think that that's a position lost forever because our tires are kind of shredded now. And I don't think that we can keep up pace with him. Here we go, into the pits. I think that we're the only one going. Nope, we're not. Hajar is as well. Alright, pretty good stop time. Alright, that's a bunch of cars into the pits. I really hope I didn't mess up that outlap. Messed up that corner, though. Right, how many cars do we get ahead of? Please get ahead of Lawson. We're going to come up behind Lawson, so Lawson has overcut us. But I feel like he was going to pass us anyways because of how slow we were. I cannot wait until we get to Bahrain, in Saudi Arabia and Miami, tracks that I'm good at. I can't wait until we get there so we can actually have a chance at fighting for points instead of fighting back here in P19 against the Racing Bulls. Yeah, that's more people into the pits. And we're past Albon, and we're almost past Doohan. Through goes Hajar with the DRS. There goes a second Racing Bull. And we're down to P18. That's Franco Colapinto into the pits. We should be able to pass him because he was definitely behind us. Somehow we got fastest Sector 3. Don't know how that happened. But Gasly comes out behind Hajar, so he also got undercut. Alright, that's the first round of pits done for everyone, and we're back to where we started in P17, but here comes Jack Doohan with DRS. He doesn't have enough room. Oh my goodness, yes he does. He tries to sneak around our inside, and we get underbody damage. I thought he was going to go around the outside, but he backed out of it and then just shot through our inside. We have major underbody damage. I assume that he has major front wing damage. Yes, he does. He's missing the front left winglet. Dang, Doohan. Chill out a bit, maybe. I think I may have broke a little too early, and that's why he dived on our inside there, but still, that was a pretty ballsy move that I don't think he was ever going to pull off. Alright, Behrman has gotten past Doohan, so that means that we're going to be under some fire by the Brit. Yeah, I'm going to stay out for 1 or 2 more laps on these mediums. Behrman's apparently doing the same. We're going to get a few drivers here. We're going to come out ahead of Alonso in P11. Alright, well I think Alonso passing us on the outside around the hairpin is a nice indicator to tell us we should pit this lap.
Have you in at the end of this lap, please?
Alright, here we go into the pits for the second time this race. We go, don't speed, don't speed, don't speed. Okay, we're good. Get a good time. Oh no, Colapinto's into the pits. Go. And the team's being slow with it. Okay, well, we may have screwed over Colapinto's race, but he was pretty slow anyways, so I don't think it matters much. Alright, well, however many laps later, Behrman has finally caught up to us. I don't think we have the speed to fight with him for this position, so pretty sure in any minute now he's going to pass us, and we're going to drop down to P18. Yep, I don't know what he's doing here. Okay, I was expecting him to make a move there, but I guess he didn't. So he's gonna have DRS on the straight, and my exit was absolutely horrible, oh my goodness. Yeah, he's gonna have DRS, and he's just gonna go on by with no problem at all. There he goes, and we drop down to P18. Well, as we start our final lap of the race, Max Verstappen rounds the final corner and wins the Japanese Grand Prix. Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri made the one-stop work, and they finished P2 and P3. And Yuki Tsunoda finishes P4 in front of his home crowd, the best race result that he's had in Suzuka. Alright, here we come through the chicane we go. I clipped the curb there a bit. And we're going to finish P18, 1 position lower from where we started.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
That could have gone better, but considering that we had underbody damage and this is my worst track, I will take not being last. And Charles Leclerc gets driver for the day.
You've heard this one before. Max Verstappen takes the victory.
I mean, it looked like they were in a different category at points during the race, led every lap. I mean, what more can we say?
It has been a day of drama, so much to unpack, but first of all, the rewards for the top 3. Well, we've seen this one before. Max Verstappen on the top step once again.
Alright, well that finishes the Japanese Grand Prix, and I'm confused at how Charles Leclerc managed to get driver of the day. He lost 3 positions. But Max Verstappen takes home P1. Norris and Piastri round out the podium. Tsunoda P4 in front of his home crowd. Hamilton, Russell, Leclerc, Alonso, Ocon, and Sainz finish off the points. And all the way down here, we have ourselves in P18 and our teammate Franco Colapinto in P20. No incidents. It was kind of a boring race, really, other than that incident with Jack Doohan. But anyways, that'll be it from me. If you've somehow enjoyed this very boring Japanese Grand Prix, hit that like button, subscribe or something, I don't know, and I will see you for the next race in Bahrain.